Weddings are a special affair, but when it comes to the rich and famous, weddings become a gaudy display of pomp and splendor. From the wonderful venue to the most blatant details, no length is left unturned. These weddings are absolutely lavish and sometimes involve mind-boggling prices. Let's take a look at some of the most expensive weddings in history. While you're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's kick off the list with Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. For many fans, their 2000 wedding was the stuff of dreams. Held at a private estate in Malibu, this wedding cost the couple a cool $1 million, and they didn't hold back on anything. So, all the security cost them a whopping $100,000 to keep it private from the prying eyes of the paparazzi, while $75,000 went into flowers and florist works across the venue. Of course, there were fireworks, costing a staggering $20,000 lighting up the sky at the end of the night. Add to that Jennifer's iconic dress and Brad in his designer suit, catering for their star guests, and voila, you have one heck of a party. Following that is pop sensation Christina Aguilera, who married music executive Jordan Bratman back in 2005. It definitely was magic and had a very hefty price of $2 million attached to it. Situated in Napa Valley, California, it was specifically tailored to resemble a winter wonderland, along with an addition of birch trees, branch chandeliers, and tons of white faux fur. The dress worn by Christina was reportedly a showstopper, costing between $30,000 to $80,000. As it would turn out, this marriage did not stand the test of time, but the wedding was one of the most wonderful and most outrageous ever in celebrity marriages, thanks to the creative genius of Michael Kinski, celebrity wedding planner. British model and actress Elizabeth Hurley married Indian businessman Aaron Nair not once but twice in 2007. The double ceremony extravaganza came in at a whopping $2.6 million. First, the wedding was held in England's historical Sudeley Castle, while the second was organized in the magnificent Umayyad Pawan Palace in India to celebrate Nair's Hindu traditions. The luxurious decoration and cultural beauty displayed in both occasions positioned it as one of the most discussed weddings among celebrities. When former Beatle Paul McCartney married Heather Mills way back in 2002, the whole world was practically watching. The two married in St. Salvator's Church in Ireland, and then had a very posh reception at Castle Leslie, an estate from the 17th century. The grand total? $3.6 million. Her co-designed dress came in at $100,000, while 300 guests joined in on the fun with top-shelf entertainment from legendary musicians like Chrissie Hynde, and even a surprise appearance by Michael Jackson. What they didn't know is that the couple's marriage wouldn't last, eventually divorcing in 2008 for a settlement that cost more than the wedding itself. The eighth and final wedding of Elizabeth Taylor to construction worker Larry Fortensky was one for the books. Held on Michael Jackson's famous Neverland Ranch, this wedding had it all. Expenses totaling $4 million, a $25,000 Valentino wedding gown, and a guest list full of old Hollywood stars such as Eddie Murphy and Brooke Shields. Though they met under very different circumstances, in a rehab center, for instance, their wedding was the epitome of classic old Hollywood glamour. Regrettably, after 5 years, their marriage ended in divorce, but their wedding nonetheless remains iconic. Actor George Clooney and human rights lawyer Amal Alamuddin married in what can only be described as one of the world's most romantic destinations. Venice, Italy. Their $4.6 million wedding was, if anything, classier than anyone could have expected, with most of their budget going towards covering the costs of their guests' accommodations. The guests stayed at the luxurious Hotel Cipriani, one of the city's most prestigious hotels. Amal's Oscar de la Renta wedding dress alone cost $380,000, but every detail of the celebration was a perfect reflection of the taste and class of this couple. Chelsea Clinton, daughter of former U.S. President Bill Clinton, married an investment banker called Mark Mezvinsky at a really posh wedding costing some $5 million in 2010. The function was held at Astor Courts, Rhinebeck, New York, a place with great views of the Hudson River. The no-fly zone they imposed, among heightened security, Chelsea's $20,000 Vera Wang gown stole the show. The floral arrangements alone cost $250,000, and the guests were treated to nothing but top-class catering and entertainment all evening long. When soccer star Wayne Rooney married his sweetheart Colleen McLaughlin, whom he had been dating since childhood, in 2008, the media had a field day. The wedding was held at the Abbey of Cervara near Genoa, Italy, at an approximate cost of $8 million. The highlight of their wedding? A performance by boy band Westlife that reportedly cost the couple $670,000. Add in private jets for their guests and a week-long celebration. And it's no wonder their wedding became one of the most expensive celebrity events ever. Even though Kim Kardashian and Kanye West didn't make it through eventually, their wedding in 2014 was unforgettable. It started with pre-wedding celebrations in Paris, and then with the actual ceremony in Florence, Italy. The two rented historic Fort de Belvedere for $400,000, and Kim walked down the aisle in a custom-made $500,000 Givenchy haute couture gown, complete with accommodations for all of their guests, lavish decorations, and gourmet catering. This wedding came in at an astonishing $12 million. Certainly one wedding that will be remembered for years to come. The marriage of Prince William and Kate Middleton in 2011 was the occasion of the decade. The two married at Westminster Abbey in front of 2 billion viewers worldwide. Kate's dress was an absolutely stunning masterpiece, designed by Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen, and reportedly costing $434,000. Dee served a posh reception at Buckingham Palace afterward. The total wedding expense was $34 million. Indeed, this was a royal wedding in the fullest meaning of that term, replete with pomp and pageantry you'd expect from a future king and queen. Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra had a 3-day wedding extravaganza that was truly spread across countries. Their stunning Indian wedding ceremony took place at the Umaid Bhawan Palace in Jodhpur, India, and reportedly, the total cost for the entire event was $40 million. She changed into a total of 10 different outfits throughout the celebrations, including an absolutely stunning white gown for the Western ceremony. The couple flew in over 1,000 guests, and no expense was spared for this extremely opulent fusion of Western and Indian traditions. The wedding of Vanisha Mittal, the daughter of one of the richest men in the world, to banker Amit Bhatia, was truly as luxurious as it gets. The wedding, which took place in 2004, was spread over different venues within Paris, including at the Palace of Versailles, costing a whopping $66 million. There were Kylie Minogue performances, paid $330,000 for a 30-minute set, while the bride's dress alone cost $3 million. This wedding was so excessive that it continues to be talked about even today as one of the most expensive of all time. When two of India's richest families get together, the union can be nothing less than the most extravagant wedding of all time. Isha Ambani, the daughter of billionaire Mukesh Ambani, married Anand Piramal in 2018, with the wedding event costing around $100 million. The wedding included pre-wedding celebrations that were attended by A-list guests, super luxurious accommodation, and non-stop entertainment from every part of the world. Be it private jets or exquisite flowers and decorations, this wedding raised the bar high. The wedding of the century for $110 million. This is the mother of all weddings. The wedding of Prince Charles to Lady Diana Spencer back in 1981 was indeed a fairy tale wedding. The guests ranged from heads of state down to celebrities, and its estimated cost was $110 million. Diana's dress had a 25-foot train on it, was embroidered with 10,000 pearls, and remains one of the most famous wedding dresses ever designed. Quite astonishingly, over 750 million people around the world watched the ceremony, and the whole event went down in history as nothing less than an incidental royal wedding. There you have it, the most expensive weddings that ever took place. Each of these couples celebrated the love between them in the grandest manner possible, moving mountains and stopping at nothing to make sure their special day would be remembered forever. But yes, where there is extravagance, there has got to be an equally big bill. So, out of these weddings, which do you think was the most worth it? If money was not an issue, just how much would you spend on your big day? Let us know in the comments below. Said that, thanks for watching, and until next time.